Think the food in your kitchen is harmless? Think again. Today we're talking about 3 white foods that could be silently sabotaging your health: sugar, salt, and white flour. They're in almost everything we eat, but cutting back or cutting them out could change your life. We're talking more energy, better digestion, clearer skin, the works. We're going to talk about realistic swaps, simple solutions, and how to make this work for you. Let's dive into the facts. Let's start with the sweetest danger: refined sugar. Refined sugar in all its forms goes straight to your bloodstream, spiking your blood glucose. What happens next? Your body goes into overdrive, releasing a surge of insulin to deal with all that sugar. Problem is, constantly bombarding your system with these sugar rushes puts a ton of stress on your liver and can lead to insulin resistance, a major risk factor for type 2 diabetes. And here's the kicker: most people don't even realize how much sugar they're actually eating. It's not just the cookies and cakes, it's hiding in places you'd never expect. Think sauces, bread, cereal, yogurt, even foods marketed as healthy, are often loaded with the sweet stuff. Now, I'm not saying you can never have a slice of birthday cake again, but understanding the impact of excess sugar is key. Because it's not just about your waistline. Too much sugar can wreak havoc on your body in so many ways. It weakens your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections. And to top it off, it fuels chronic inflammation, which is linked to a whole host of health problems. Start reading labels, pay attention to added sugars, and be mindful of your intake. Next up, salt. Your body needs some sodium to function properly. It helps regulate fluids, transmits nerve impulses, and plays a role in muscle contractions. But here's the catch: most of us are consuming way more salt than we need, and that's where the trouble begins. The World Health Organization recommends keeping salt intake under 5 grams per day. That's less than 1 teaspoon. Sounds doable, right? But the reality is, most people are eating double or triple that amount without even realizing it. And no, it's not just about how much salt you're shaking on your food. In fact, the majority of the salt we consume comes from processed foods and restaurant meals. So, what happens when you overload on salt? Your blood volume increases, putting extra strain on your heart and blood vessels. Start by reading labels carefully and being mindful of your sodium intake. Finally, we've got white flour, a refined carbohydrate that's been stripped of its nutrients during processing. White flour spikes your blood sugar almost as fast as pure sugar. That's because it's quickly broken down into glucose, leading to those familiar energy crashes, intense cravings, and yes, even weight gain. White flour is also low in fiber, a crucial nutrient that helps regulate digestion, keeps you feeling full, and promotes gut health. Without enough fiber, your digestive system can't function optimally, which can lead to constipation, bloating, and other digestive discomforts. Over time, a diet high in refined grains like white flour has been linked to an increased risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even certain types of cancer. The good news is there are plenty of delicious and nutritious alternatives to white flour. Whole grains like whole wheat, oats, and brown rice are packed with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Now you might be thinking, okay, I get it, these white foods aren't great for me. But is it really that big of a deal? Let me tell you something, when people make the commitment to reduce or remove these 3 white foods from their diets, the transformations they experience are incredible. Imagine waking up every morning feeling energized and refreshed, without that mid-morning slump. Picture your skin glowing, clear and radiant, without relying on expensive creams or treatments. Visualize yourself feeling light, comfortable, and free from bloating and digestive discomfort. These aren't just empty promises, these are real, tangible benefits that people experience when they ditch the processed foods and embrace a whole food approach. Many people report feeling mentally sharper, more focused, and less prone to mood swings. Because when you nourish your body with nutrient-dense whole foods, you're providing it with the building blocks it needs to thrive. Reducing or eliminating these 3 white foods could be the key to unlocking a healthier, happier you. Alright, so we've talked about the problems with sugar, salt, and white flour. Now let's talk solutions. Because, here's the thing. Eating healthy doesn't have to mean sacrificing flavor or enjoyment. It's all about making smart swaps and finding delicious alternatives that nourish your body. Let's start with sugar. Instead of reaching for that sugary soda, why not try a refreshing glass of water infused with fresh fruit? Craving something sweet? Opt for a piece of fruit, a drizzle of honey, or a touch of stevia. Remember, small changes add up. Now let's talk salt. Instead of relying on the salt shaker, experiment with herbs, spices, and citrus to add flavor to your meals. Lemon zest, garlic powder, smoked paprika, dried oregano, the possibilities are endless. And if you're looking for a convenient option, try salt-free seasoning blends which are packed with flavor without the sodium overload. Finally, let's tackle white flour. Instead of reaching for white bread, pasta, or rice, explore the world of whole grains. Swap white rice for quinoa, couscous, or brown rice. So there you have it, folks. The truth about 3 common white foods and how they could be impacting your health. Remember, knowledge is power, and now that you're armed with this information, you can make informed choices that support your well-being. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Health Hints for more clear, science-based tips to help you live your healthiest life. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.